All right, so as you guys know, I'm really deep into my Mountain Blade playthrough. I'm on like episode 20 and episodes are taking a lot longer to record. And so in the meantime, I thought I'd try other games. Now, Banished is a game that's been out for a while. It hasn't really received that many updates, but it does have a modding scene. And so today we're gonna be playing the Colonial Charter mod, and I've never played this mod before. Now to make this more interesting, we're gonna choose very harsh climate. It's an option that's only available in the Colonial Charter mod. In a base game, the worst climate is harsh. So this goes beyond that and it's gonna be very harsh. And then we're gonna leave disasters on. So in the Colonial Charter mod, there's a lot of starting conditions, which is really cool. The first one I want to try is the Adam and Eve start. You start with just 2 people, a small amount of food, firewood, and clothing is provided with a small storage cart. No structures have been built, no seeds or livestock are initially available. You will have to survive and acquire everything. And let's do a very large map. I think that'd be more interesting. And the Colonial Charter mod has a lot of terrain options to choose from. Let's try the jungle. I think that'd be kind of cool. I randomized the town name a few times and I found this name Coopyville that sounds kind of cool. Your country has rested all their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. All their colonial ambitions on your venture. It sent out 2 people into the jungle. Okay. Alright, so we're in and we have 2 people and we got a storage cart with 250 apples, 100 firewood, 5 coats, and 5 tools. And the first thing we need to do is we need to get these people making babies. We're gonna build a house. Holy crap, there's a lot of structures to choose from. This tiny shack will house up to 3 people only. That's perfect. The log cabin provides housing for a single family, better warmth and comfort than a wooden home. It costs 3 times the amount of wood and 4 times the amount of stone. The log cabin is pretty big, however, whereas the tiny shack is really tiny. I think we should do the log cabin though. I think it will be worth it because they will have warmth. We don't have any wood or stone to build a house with, so first things first, we're gonna have to have them harvest some trees. We'll have them collect like this stone. That's not very big, so that shouldn't take them that long. So another thing too is we got to make sure that both of them are doing labor, which they are, and so they're going to town on the tree, which is great. Let's see what we're working with here. So this doesn't really look like a jungle too much. The trees are not very jungly. It is a lot of rivers though, and there's no lake. It kind of sucks. The lakes are cool, but that's alright. I think we have to build a stockpile. This stores raw materials like logs, firewood, stone, coal, and iron. Alright, so we're just gonna put a little stockpile down over here. That's just a place that they'll move the resources to, and they don't have to build it or anything. It's just kind of there now. And so now she's gonna bring the wood over to the stockpile. And now she brings it over to the house. I don't know why she couldn't have done that in the first place. She could have just brought the wood over to the house, but yeah. Okay, for some reason they're not collecting these stones. Maybe I'll just drag more over here. All right, this girl's finally hitting some stone. And wow, they are harvesting really quickly. I don't remember them harvesting this fast. All right, so we got enough stone now. We just need to collect some more wood and we can start building the house. All right, we got enough resources here to start building. Now we'll make both of them builders. So now they're gonna both build a house. It appears that it's actually pretty nice weather now, although it's still snowing. So it is now spring and it seems like everyone is very healthy and they are very happy. And while they're getting some very nice progress on this log cabin. All right, the log cabin is now built. And this girl's apparently 12 years old. All right, so we found a woodcutter. My god, there are so many things to build in this mod. It's insane. It costs 24 wood and 8 stone, so we're gonna start building that right away. I'm not sure exactly where we should build it, but once we expand, we're gonna need multiple woodcutters, so I don't think the position of this matters too much. Ideally, we probably want it next to the stockpile. But what we can do is we'll build it here, and we can put a wood stockpile over here right in front of it. And so that way they'll cut down the trees, put the wood in the stockpile, and then they can bring the wood from the stockpile over to the woodcutter to make firewood. All right, so we built a woodcutter. We have no one working there right now, which is fine. We don't need firewood right now. We just want to have a woodcutter built so that when we do need firewood, we can just get someone in there and have them start chopping away. Oh god, they reproduced. Okay, well, I did not tell them to do that. They just did that on their own. In the meantime, I want to get their health to full. So we're gonna build an herbalist. An herbalist is used to gather herbs and provides simple health and healing for citizens. And I believe seeds are generally in like the trees. But another thing, if I remember right, is that you want to build the herbalist pretty far away because I believe it works better on older trees. So we're gonna build it down here. And this is gonna be really annoying to build because they're gonna have to go all the way down here, cut down some trees, take some of these rocks back. All right, looks like the herbalist is now built, and that was actually pretty fast. So we're gonna send one person over to the herbalist and have them work that for a bit, get some herbs, and then we should be good with that. We got a domesticated animal in our storage cart, and they have these ducks flying around. That's really cool. They never had that in the base game. Also, there's a lot of stuff on the ground, like there's some pumpkins over here, or potatoes. I don't know what that is. There's some mushrooms over here too. That's kind of cool. This mod is actually insane. It's like an entire expansion pack to this game, and it was all done for free too, which is crazy to me. There's a new option, collect wild foods, so we're gonna have them collect all of these foods on the ground over here. and actually pretty much all the foods anywhere nearby. And we have 30 herbs. I think that's enough for now. We're gonna have this guy stop working this for a bit. So one thing I noticed is that we are running low on iron tools, and when we're out of tools, the villagers become a lot less effective when they're doing pretty much anything, and over time tools break, and so they need new ones. And so in order to get more tools, we're gonna need to build a blacksmith. It requires 32 wood, 55 stone, and 32 rocks, I believe. And so let's put one of those right here. And so we're gonna need 32 iron ore to build a blacksmith, and we have a bunch of iron ore right here, so we can just harvest all of that. And I think we're gonna probably need more stone too. All right, we got plenty of iron ore for the blacksmith, so we're gonna have them stop collecting that. And it looks like we're running out of food, so we're gonna have everyone stop collecting the ore, and just to make sure they're not gonna harvest anything else, we're gonna increase the priority on these food materials on the ground, and I'll just make sure they'll collect those first. And so yeah, she went over immediately to start collecting food, and so it looks like we're now okay on the food situation. All right, so since that crisis was averted, we're gonna have them collect some more stone, and we can almost build a blacksmith. All right, so we got a stone for the blacksmith. Now we're gonna start building it. All right, we built a blacksmith, and we're okay for now on tools. We still have 2 left. A more immediate concern is Garance is now 29 and Telly is 23, and they need to make little Dandrew a sister so he can start reproducing, so we can get some more people running around here, because we're eventually going to die off, because I think past a certain age they won't reproduce anymore. The log cabin says it can provide housing for a single family, but what I'm thinking is maybe Garance and Telly don't want to reproduce anymore, because their kids are going to have nowhere to go once they're of age to start their own family. So we're going to build them a tiny little shack right next to their house, and hopefully this will encourage them to make more kids. All right, so the tiny shack is built. Dandrew actually is 10 years old, and he was able to move into the tiny shack all by himself, and it looks like Penella was born, and it's a female. Fantastic. And we're out of tools, so we're gonna have someone work the blacksmith really quick. I don't know if I trust little Dandrew at 10 years old to be making these tools, but they sure do grow up quick in this mod. I do find it fairly odd that as soon as I built this tiny shack, a kid was born. Like, it was almost instantaneous. Part of me is thinking I should build another one. I don't know if this is gonna really do anything to encourage their reproduction, but I don't think it can hurt, so we'll just try to do that. Dandrew in his crappy shack is gonna be naturally burning more firewood because his house is terribly insulated. All right, so we got an extra log cabin. If Dandrew was smart, he'd just move in the log cabin, and holy crap, we really let him go on the tools. We have 31 extra tools now, so I think that's enough. And we can also build a road. It provides faster travel for citizens when they're walking on it. And we can just build one around here because they're always kind of walking around here. Pretty much anywhere they're walking for the most part. What we may want to build for now is a gatherer's hut. It collects roots and berries off of trees, and we would like to put that in an area where there's a lot of trees, but we also don't want to put it too far away from the town, I don't think. So I think we'll put our first one like right here. I think that's a pretty okay spot. It's not going to produce as much as if I put it like out here, but since it's the first one, I think it's okay that it's closer, and it will make it so they have less of a trip to their house and back to the storage cart to drop off the berries and stuff. So awkwardly enough, Garance moved in with Penella, and Telly is now living alone, and we're up to our limit in firewood, so we'll just take this guy off of collecting firewood, and we'll put someone in the gatherer's hut. We'll actually put 2 people in the gatherer's hut because we are completely out of food. Telly's now at 2.5 health bars. That's not too good, and what I realized is the gatherer's hut is going to be bringing in roots and berries, and I think we've already been collecting a lot of roots and berries, so I think we should get a wider variety of food. We might need to either build a hunting cabin or a fishing dock. I think we would do pretty well with building a hunting cabin down here. Animals really flock to wide open areas, so I think this might do pretty well. Like for example, there is a deer herd down here, and we'll build a wood bridge so the hunter can cross over if he needs to. Man, there's a lot of deer over here. It's a shame we don't have any hunters yet. Looks like one's about to be ready though. I think I'm just gonna put everyone in the hunting cabin and have them go hunt. Yep, let's do it. Everyone go hunt those deer. Oh, she just absolutely mauled that deer. Holy crap. The thing that sucks is she's got to go so far to bring the meat back. And wow, that's actually a lot of venison. There's 100 in the storage cart now. We could also build a hunting blind. It disguises hunters so they can catch ducks and other water animals. Maybe we'll build that right here. I don't know if this is like separate from the hunter's cabin or if the hunters can use this hunting blind to hunt ducks. But either way, it's going to be more food variety. It requires reeds. I'm just going to try to harvest all of that. Maybe those are reeds. Somehow we have another child. I don't really know how that happened. The child was born in Telly's house, so I'm guessing Garance made his way over to Telly's. They did some bound chicka wow wow. They like their space, so that's why Garance took Penella to the other cabin. And what the heck happened to Penella? Oh god. And apparently she's not a child anymore. I guess we're gonna build another house. Part of me is kind of hoping this is not gonna encourage them to do anything, but we do need more people in the village, so we're gonna build another house and we're just gonna see what happens. The hunting blind still has no reeds in it, and I'm gonna increase the priority of gathering whatever this is over here. All right, I'm thinking these have got to be reeds, right? So I'm gonna increase the priority of this, and hopefully it will gather. And we got little Dandrew coming over here to help us out. And it looks like, yeah, they are reeds. Perfect. And he's got 12 of them, and Telly has 15 of them, which is more than enough for the hunting blind. And so we're going to increase priority on that, and we're going to try to get that built ASAP. And with that, I'm going to end possibly episode 1. This was mainly just meant to be a filler because I am in the process of recording and editing a few other videos. But if you guys did like this and you want to see more progress in another episode, then leave a like and let me know in the comment section. I should have the next Prisoner episode out for you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Peace out.